Today on Drawbli,
we are looking at the art of Hella Bun.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And we are drawing together because art is better with friends.
So click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And let's get in and take a look at some really cool artwork.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so first of all, I just love this. I love that we have a basic sketch of a hand. There's not a finished hand.
This is a work in progress, and this is a photograph of their screen, which actually happened to throw in this noise, and it made me think, like, obviously this is a beautiful artwork, but it also made me think about, wow, I really need to start putting noise, like more noise on my images, because mine look way too smooth and digital a lot of the time.
Now this image appears to have no noise at all, and it still looks awesome.
No, it does look awesome.
Yeah, that looks sharp.
That was just an aside that I thought of for something I need to be better at doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rendering techniques here, like looking at the separation between lights and shadows with that nice, consistent glow. The way that the face is rendered as well for the skin is super cool. Look at the hand. I think the hand, like, close up is probably the best example. Love that, like, glowy.
Yes, and we see a lot of, like, a little bit more brushwork in the hand. Like, a lot of it looks like, oh, it's just blanket colors. But when you look closer, you actually do see quite a lot of brushwork and shifting and hue and value. Not just, like, blocks of color.
Yeah, I am someone who gets in there and gets really muddy with my brushwork at first and then, like, tries to rectify that later. But I can tell that this person has a lot more experience and goes in with maybe a little more of a plan than I do.
A little more restraint than I do as well. I love this. Look at even if you just look at the closed eye over there, I mean, it's not just like a black eyelash. It's got some variation within that. The lid above the eyelash has a beautiful form to it, and the splashes of blue there in the skin are just excellent.
Yeah, and I actually completely overlooked those splashes of light blue, but they bring a lot. Like, it's always crazy to me how you can have those types of colors that don't make any sense on something like a skin tone or in hair, right? Like, you could have some purple on the face, and it's like, oh, well, like, I totally didn't even notice that. It just, like, blended in and worked really well.
Look how overall, like, almost gray this character's skin is, but it still feels like it has a lot of warmth and life with, like, the bright
the
pops
contrast
of
between the blue. Yeah, that's a really cool concept with color that I love, where if you have a really cool or warm image, by just using gray, you're, like, no saturation at all. It can appear warm or blue, or cool, like, you know, opposite of your image. That is very expertly done here. Super cool. I don't know if you've seen this show at all, but Freerin, which I'm a big fan of. I haven't finished it yet, but very cool image. Very cool show. Would recommend.
Yeah, I've not seen it, but I have read a little bit of it, and it's a nice, very calm sort of story, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very chill. You've read some of it? I didn't know.
Yeah, Ariel recommended it a long time ago to me, so I read a good amount of it.
Nice.
And it is lovely. Lovely. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, look at the choice. I like the choice of doing the two different colors for the pupils and irises, just to swap them. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm checking out the hair here and how, like, just the cool shapes coming down, these, like, triangular sharp shapes coming down from the crown of the head that just blend super well. I should definitely study this hair, like, a little closer to pull more of this into my own work.
This would be a good one to do, like, a master's study of, because it's deceptively simple looking, but the more you look at it, the more you're actually like, oh, that's kind of complex. So to start with a hair like this, I think this would be a great one to do a study of.
Yeah, really, any of these, if you want to, you know, practice hair and learn more about it. I think there's a lot of cool stuff going on there.
It takes so much time, but it's so worth it.
I really like their hands. I am always a big fan of when somebody just, you know, creates a portrait kind of like this and throws hands in it, like, yeah, these hands look amazing, no big deal.
Right. I know. I just like, oh, beautiful hands.
Yeah. Yet again, KDA. Beautiful hands just thrown in there, no big deal. Don't worry about it.
That is super cool.
Yeah. Also, some really nice focus going on with the face, where a lot of this is not even like rectified or rendered out on the shoulder and the arm. It's just like kind of sketched in there for some extra information.
Yeah, I love that. I always love that choice. I think that's such a smart choice and a really cool one to see too.
Yeah, it also like gives that vibe of it being a painting still, where you're like, yes, somebody painted this.
I love the trueness here to the Spider-Man style, where we have like the
halftones.
Yes, the halftones.
Yeah.
Really brings home that it's Spider-Man. And this is just, Spider-Man is still, this second Spider-Man movie is one of my favorite movies.
Spider-Man 2 is Abby's number 1.
It's just so beautiful. Oh, these are lovely. Just lovely. Wow. They really did the faces right here, because with these iconic characters, I feel like the faces have to be pretty well spot on for people to say, yes, that is definitely that character.
But it still fits within their style so well.
Still some beautiful like scribbly natures that we're seeing left totally unrefined that just works, you know?
I feel like I would love to do a study of like this hair on the right as a rough clearly this is not finished. Look at the hand holding the sword, etc.
But you don't even notice that at first. You're so
you don't.
captivated by how beautiful everything else is.
So doing a study of like a rough version of the hair and like a more finished version of their hair would be, I think, really helpful for myself and probably a lot of people out there.
My takeaway here is it doesn't matter how unrefined the rest of it is. If you can do hair and face just fine, people won't mind what you do with the rest.
And we'll finish off here with a cute little chibi Anya.
Very,
from
very
Spy X
cute.
Family.
Very cute. I love it. I'm
a big fan of their art style, even their cute little chibi style.
Yeah, wow.
If I
Fully refined and rendered here. This is amazing.
yeah, this is super
so cool to see what somebody can do, like taking all the way out to the limit, of just like, yeah, I can refine this out to the complete mastery. Sure. So cool.
And if you want to refine something out to its complete mastery, click that like and subscribe button.
And check out our guidebook, How to Easily Draw Every Day, at the link below in the description.
And this is the part where we say,
goodbye,
Goomba. Abby, when do you think we'll be able to render something out to its complete and final mastery?
I don't know. I've been working on completing things to their final mastery since the dawn of life.
The dawn of life.
And I still haven't mastered it yet, so probably soon, any day now.